Hello law aspirants, yes, ready for your vocabulary booster series? See, optimism is the faith that leads to achievement, fulfillment, procurement, something, accomplishment, and this accomplishment, this gaining, that fulfilling the aim, the goal, the target of your life is your utmost climax, the topmost point for you. Yes, this is something which is very much important in your life, and that is what we are working for, and hard work is the key to success. So that is why with this perseverance and this motive, let's start with our words new roots today. It is rightly said that we are not satisfied with anything. When I was doing the Hindu vocabulary, most of the students were coming up, ma'am, we are eagerly waiting for your roots. I just started with roots and was going with the comments and the feedback of the student. Ma'am, Hindu vocabulary was really good. The roots vocabulary, not Hindu vocabulary again. Of course, it will come next week, yours. So don't worry. We'll be running up this new roots for this month, and then we'll be coming up with the Hindu newspaper. Right? Let's begin with our root for today. It's a very interesting root, and you really enjoy and love this root. This root is ter. Ter is land. Aren't we terrestrial animals? See, there are aquatic animals, there are terrestrial animals, and there are amphibians. All three offer you different roots. The first root that we can make out from these roots itself, the root ter is already there. The root aqua, which means water. So we have the word aquatic animals. Then we have is amphi, which means two. So the animals which is both land and water, right? And then we have is terrestrial from the root ter, that is land. So that is terrestrial animals. Right? Terrain, terrestrial, all these words which come up in the same. This is belonging to the same category. Now turning to the word when we have the root ter, that is land, and terrestrial or terrestrial, because it was already there, so I didn't write it, of being very protective of one's land. A person who is too much protective of one's land, we would use the word that is terrestrial. Then we have is territorial, because the word is repeated, the same word is repeated. So I just skip it and I move on to the next word, that is terrain. Terrain is the lay of the land in a particular area. How do you lay the land? How do you arrange this land? This is the meaning of the word terrain. See, territorial and terrain. Anything which is related to a particular area would be terrain. Mediterranean Sea. All of you must have heard of the Mediterranean Sea. It's a sea in the middle of the two lands, that is Africa and Europe. So, Medi, between, right? Don't meddle in someone's thing, that is two. In between, in middle of. So, this is between two, that is Africa and Europe, right? Terra is an astronomical name for the planet Earth, because this is a planet which is the Earth planet. So we have this astronomical. Now when we have this root aster, that is star, right? So this is astronomical, means astronauts follow it, astronomical name for this, and that is for the earth, terra, because this is lot of land is there, people live and they survive on this earth. Moving on to next word in this series. Next word, that is the word that is terrestrial, that I was talking of. The planet Earth are belonging to land rather than the sea. Man is a terrestrial animal. See, we have fish, we have sharks, dolphins, they are aquatic animals. We have, for example, the frog, which is an amphibian, and man, who is a terrestrial animal, from the word ter, that is land. So, which belongs to earth, like man is belonging to the earth and he doesn't belong to the sea. Simple word. Extraterrestrial. Now, which does not exist beyond of that which exists beyond the planet Earth, away from the Earth, that would be extraterrestrial. Next word is the word terrier. It's a breed of the dog which search for its prey in its burrows, that is inside the earth. How interesting, isn't it? Because we are talking of, anybody would say, now ma'am, how does ter act? How does ter act and how does it work? See, when we have TERR, this is related to dog also. This would mean a type of dog who is looking for the prey, the victim, and that victim, the prey, is found inside the earth. Okay, good example. Terrarium is a container for land, like an aquarium is a container for water. You've seen the fish kept in a aquarium? Yes, it's a huge kind of a tank. Same way, it's a container for land. You keep a lot of earth in it, and this is a accumulation of the earth. Inter, that is the word TER, moving on, to put into the earth. Inter, right? See the word inhume, I give you for the example, and exhume. In is naturally inside, ex is naturally outside. Inhume means to bury or to put in the earth. And exhume means to take out from the earth. Right, to excavate. So this is inter, putting inside, that would be the synonym for this word. Now what is the interesting part out of it is that HUM means mud or soil. You've heard of loamy soil, humid soil. The climate is very humid, or it is a humus soil, or the word like humerus, or the word like a person, will all link with earth, mud or soil. I'll be coming up with this root, don't worry. So inhume, that is the same word that is put inside the earth, and exhume, that you take out which has been buried, and you excavate that thing. See, the X root is working so wonderfully in this too, and in this too you find this word working. So I hope you've understood the ter root, land, absolutely. Okay, let's move to the next root. Per is thorough, complete, fully, entirely. There's one idiom, very special idiom, lock, stock and barrel, right? That means completely, wholly, fully, thoroughly. Every angle, every nook and corner has been covered up. That is the word be, per or for. Right? Now let's take the worst word, very simple, permission. This is the act of sending through a request. You're asking for a grant or a permission. So it is a kind of a permission to allow or disallow is the person's choice, or to grant. In fact, to ask to grant would be a better explanation for the word permission, that is sending through a request. Next word is permit, to send through a request. You send through a request, almost the same. I permitted him, this is a verb. Permission was asked, this is a noun. This is just a use of the parts of speech, how you are using it. Perspire. Perspire is sweating. Now the simple word, please note this word, sweating. When there is water droplets, or to keep your temperature of the body in proper order, your body has some droplets of water coming out, that would be perspire, and so the sweat you are breathing through your skin, that is perspiration, right? Next word, permanent. Permanent is staying through, you are part of it, so you are somebody who is eternal, or a simple word like forever, or it is long lasting, persisting. Knowledge is a persistent well that's continuously you are filling in, it's continuous. I could use the word if I want to, that is something which is immortal, forever, divine, right? So anything which is eternal, forever, divine, holy, permanent, durable, long lasting, something which is persisting, consistent for a long time, we use the word permanent. The next word, perish. Perish means to go completely through a lifetime. When you simply use this word, it simply means die. It simply means demise. It simply means is death. That is perish. Next word, Perambulate. Perambulate is just walk through a place, just an amble. Please see this word amble. It's a leisurely walk. It's not just you had your breakfast and you're just walking off your breakfast. It's a wonderful usage of the English language. When you walk off your breakfast means you're trying to digest your food and you're allowing that food to pass into your body. That would be the word we use for permeable, right? Next word. So, we have the permission of our students to do a lot of vocabulary because they are interested, all of them are interested in this. The next word is perforate. Perforate is to punch or bore holes through. किसी चीज़ को punch करना या holes उसके अंदर करना, that is perforate. Then the word is perennial. Perennial is something, just I was talking of coming up through the years, that means something which is going on for a long time. Yes, permeable is passing through. You allow that thing to happen. You grant it. Pervasive is corruption pervades India or is pervasive. That is every part, every nook and corner, in all aspects, in all spheres of earth and especially India, you would find corruption pervades our country. That's present everywhere. It's going through completely. There is a coverage of corruption and many problems, many social evils. Perfidy. Perfidy is act of going through another's trust. That means somebody trusts you. See, trust is something once broken, just like a glass, it's very difficult to get back that trust. So, perfidy is your act of going through someone's trust, means you are not fulfilling someone's trust. Now, in fact, have you heard of this word? Embezzlement. It is in fact a break of someone's trust. The person is trusting you, but you do not fulfill that trust. Perjury. Please note, for lawyers, yes, very, very important. Perjury. J-U-R root. Very good. That's swear. I've done earlier with you, or oath. So, you take a swear or oath that you would speak truth, but still you do not speak the truth. You are breaking the trust again. Of course, you are taking an oath. I speak in the name of Bible, I speak truth, but you don't. Perjury is false witness. You are giving false evidence. It's a flawed thing. Perjury is a defect in witness. Perfunctory. Very interesting word. These two words, especially mark, put an asterisk to it. Perfunctory. Most of the government jobs are done in a perfunctory manner. What is perfunctory? Namesake. Of just getting through something. बस आपको करना है. Just for namesake. This means something which is cursory or sketchy. Please note the synonyms very carefully. I don't want you to attend your vocabulary class in a cursory, in a perfunctory, in a sketchy, just for namesake manner. Get into it, delve into it and go deep into it so that you can understand the hidden meaning behind it. Person, I don't need to tell you or read about it. I just wanted you to just focus on these two roots. Although anything we could justify because we are teaching lawyers, so anything would have a proof to explain so. So, I hope you've understood each and every word correctly, thoroughly, meticulously, perfectly and without any flaw. Yes? Okay students, thank you for today.